Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks.
And this is Ito.
And we are the Carbonation Conversation, reviewing The Old Man, Episode 4. Episode 4. And we are back once again with the six-pack chat. And if you like what we do, don't hesitate to ring that bell, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Like if you're on Facebook or Instagram, because, you know, the wheels are turning in those areas. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We got our red stripe here, we got our shots filled, and we are ready to go. So quick thoughts before we get into, you know, your three and my three, even though I got way more than 3 on here. But, you know, we're gonna get into that. You know, I got to make at least 10 to 12 because I figure your 3 is usually aligned with mine. And so just to keep it not a 12-minute review, I always have some extra shit in here. But
Happy New Beer.
Happy New Beer.
I love red stripe.
Oh yeah, hooray beer. So what'd you think about episode 4?
I liked it.
All right,
I liked it. I did. I really did. It wasn't as much like action and stuff, but still, like it kept your attention. You know?
Yes, and I had to text you. I texted you earlier. I asked you if you watched 5 because obviously you have a habit of watching shit earlier than me. Therefore, it's like I'm looking at your eyes. Don't say it. I'm looking at your face, and I just wanted to make sure we were on the same pace. Obviously, we're going to review episode 4 and 5, but not in this same review. And I was just like, man, wasn't a lot of action in both.
Yeah.
But I fucking loved them. The
like
dialogue
the story,
was awesome. So I gotta ask you, what do you got first on your list? Because my list is like after I watched the episode, it wasn't during it, so I don't know what the beginning of this episode was.
The beginning of the
points.
episode was it was basically Zoe in the trunk.
Okay,
that's how it started off.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I do have Zoe is alive. It was just number 3, but go ahead. But yeah, we finally found that answer.
You know, he opens the trunk, he reaches out, but she doesn't want to, so he steps back a good 5-6 feet, and then she comes out. And he basically tells her the situation and allows her to call her son to basically say, "Oh, I'm held against my will," so she's not held to account for anything. You know
which is pretty smart on Dan,
right.
You know, to do that, or Johnny, whatever we're calling him these days. Go ahead.
But yeah, then he doesn't. The son doesn't answer, of course, and shit. But yeah, other than that, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just about to say, you know, she's just in a trance. You know, she's just
most of the episodes
kind of speechless. Yeah,
she ain't saying shit.
I mean, I guess she's just pretty much devastated that she had to ride in the trunk, and she's just probably in the back like, look at my life. How did I get to this point? Because obviously at the end, you know, she pretty much kind of snap-ish.
Yeah.
And I was kind of shocked with that.
Yeah.
But he definitely does tell her in the car, like, I am going to transfer a half a meal to you for your service of doing all of this. Man, if I was a hostage, I would have been like,
I'm like, what the hell is your problem? Like,
okay.
Like the daughter told you he's a good guy and all that stuff. What is the problem?
And he fills you in on this story. And then he said, for your services, for me troubling your life, I'm going to drop a half a meal. I will be like, well, you ain't that bad. Just let me.
I guess we cool.
I know. Just let me get through this. I guess because I was just like, why is she, you know, like that? And I will. My last point to this, I am Team John. So, you know, just like in fucking Breaking Bad, I was Team, I forget his name, Walter. And because when the wife was tripping and she was all depressed and she was like, I can't do this anymore, I'm like, shut the fuck up, Skyler. What the you know about this life. Why are you complaining now? I was totally Team Walter. You know what I'm saying? So on this, I'm just Team John. I just don't understand what Zoe's going through and her point of view right now, because I'm just like, ugh.
But now they're Mr. and Mrs. Dixon.
Yes.
He goes to another one of his little houses or whatever apartments, and basically his name Dixon has investments in a large corporation,
which shocked me.
Yeah.
I didn't know John was doing stuff
That's how
like
he got his
this.
money. That's why he has money.
That's awesome.
You know
That
what
is
I mean?
pretty cool. And did you by any chance catch that writing on the calendar that he erased and he was like, oh, the last time I was here, my wife was here?
It was
I didn't write it.
You are Dixon, basically, to remind her wife
okay,
her name.
All right, okay,
This is
cool.
when her brain started going bad, and they wanted to take her to a city to see better doctors, but she didn't like it because it wasn't familiar.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Because I didn't record. I was just like, keep it going, Melvin, keep it going. If you stop right here, you go stop at like 18 other things. It's gonna be a 2-hour viewing of episode 4. Like so, I just kept going. But good. And. Are we gonna? I'm just asking you if we want to continue to talk about their story.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, because man, she pulls a trap card.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Before that,
yeah, go ahead.
You know what I mean? Her first words were to the dog in the episode. One of the dogs and stuff. You know, what do you want? Or what's wrong? Or like
the dog is kind of pointing to the
like,
bowl.
Come on. You know what I mean? And then I guess she gets comfortable and then starts drinking.
Yeah, because she
chilling with the dogs.
I am glad that you mentioned that because she is like, why am I apologizing to you? Why am I apologizing to my basically kind of like my captors, type of thing.
Right.
And then that's when you say she's just like at this point she's just like, you know what? Fuck this.
Exactly.
Gets the wine. Next thing you know, she watching TV. So, she got the wine, and then she gets a call from the head of this investment firm. I forget his name. I didn't write his name down. I was trying to scurry through the cast here, but
I don't think it was the CEO.
Oh, it wasn't the CEO. It was the
assistant.
Oh, okay. It was the assistant.
Say, oh, we're here for you anytime, anything you need.
Yeah.
He went to go see the CEO about an investment. He wanted to an investment that he targeted. Basically, I gave you all your investment ideas. You made money because of me.
Yeah.
So you should just fucking take my advice. And the guy was hesitant and didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I was shocked at that. I was just like, really?
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, we're new age. Money doesn't work the way it was back in the day. I'm pretty sure you had different ideas. And I'm just like, motherfucker, you need to do what he says, pretty much.
Apparently, this investment targets Hamzat and has to and involves Pavlovich. You remember that name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, later on, I think we know more about him.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yeah, apparently that investment has to do with Pavlovich and it targets Hamzat.
Yeah, he wants to get Pavlovich's attention by buying. I don't know if he owns this company or he's investing in whatever this investment is. I have no idea. But basically, he wants to get his attention. And you can tell, I'm assuming, like you said, this is the CEO, this is the head guy, and he's just like, well, I have some guys do some research. He's like, no, I want you to do this shit today. Right. And he's just like, you can tell he is very, very, he don't want to do this shit, basically. And so after that, we and this is kind of an intertwine now. So I guess one of my first things was Mo. Harold does get a call, and I just want to pause because there's a conversation between Angela and John. Angela / Emily. Yeah. I don't know what we're calling her these days. Okay. So we're calling her Angela. There's a conversation between Angela and her father, John, that has to do with the mole. And what we have is Julian, the assassin. I figured I found out his name. He gives Harold a call, and he's just like, hey, bro, there's something fucking going on.
Yeah.
When I got there, he was already packed.
He's like, first off, how much do I get for the attempt or something?
Yeah.
20% or something.
I was like, oh, I didn't know you paid for a half-ass job, but okay.
Well, it wasn't his fault.
That's his point.
Yeah, he tells Harper that you guys have mold, that John knew I was coming. He knew I was coming.
And so that gets Harold's mind just going. And what we find out is, man, I almost spilled something for episode 5. So that's why I stopped. I was like, that's why I stopped. I was like, okay. So you know what?
That was mainly all right there.
Yeah, that was mainly
that was
right?
mainly all with Julian. Mm-hmm. With Julian, basically, he's telling Harper that there's a mole, and later on, Harper starts to what's the word I'm looking for?
Suspect.
Suspect.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You said it right.
I was going to say suspicion. I was like, what the hell am I saying?
It's like she's suspicious.
Right.
He starts to suspect a couple of people. Yeah. One of those people end up being Angela.
Of course. Basically, it's kind of how it ends. But Harper enters the plane. He's basically, it suggests that he's aware that Angela is the mole.
Yes.
But let's talk about Angela.
Yes. And so she's going through some things because it seemed to me like one of Harper's tales when they were meeting with Hamzat's lawyer.
Right.
They were in a room and they were talking, and at this point, Harold wasn't really giving anything. You know, she was just like, hey, because I'm trying to figure out how powerful Hamzat is. I know that he's gotten the attention of the CIA and the FBI.
Well, apparently he's fucking controlling them.
Like, yeah, like, I'm just trying to figure, like, bro, like, because he said the lawyer, and the lawyer, you know how lawyers are. They act like, I mean, she's a like beast. Shit, right. I mean, my God, she's not even asking. Kruger. Yeah, she's not even asking at this point. She is basically telling them.
She reveals Harper's wrongdoings from the past and threatens him.
Yeah, and she goes, there will be and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this at all correctly, memorandum?
Memorandum or something?
Yeah, memorandum, basically a huge document saying this is all the dirty shit and illegal shit that Harper has done, and basically Hamzat wants some information from you, or he will release these documents.
That's what he was saying. She's just going in on him.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, he just wants Johnny, you know. And then Harper basically is like, Hamzat wants some information. I was there.
Yeah.
I might have this damn information.
Yes.
Talk to him. And she's just basically like, I've been with him 10 years. There is nothing that I don't know. And basically that's when he says Angela's mom's name.
Yeah, which completely
basically you saw her like react, and I'm like, oh, he got her ass.
Yeah,
right,
I know. I said the same shit. Yep. And I was like, I hope that was just like a playoff move, like, but he didn't really know.
Yeah, Bueller or something like that.
Yeah, like, we could tell by the shit that he told Raymond at the end with the children that I was just like, oh my God, they're going on this fucking plane. Yep. And we see, like you said, that Kruger. Yep. She basically gives Harper an ultimatum. She says, hey, you get on this plane or some bad shit's gonna happen.
Right. After she talked to Hamzat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then he's just like, oh, so are you telling me that I am going to talk face to face with him? She's like, all I'm telling you is
get on this
motherfucking plane. And then as we connect John's story with Angela's story, she goes straight into the bathroom. She calls her dad. Now, at this point, I'm like, that shit's bugged. I don't give a fuck. It's privacy, whatever. We've already seen Harper do some illegal, dirty ass shit. I straight thought somebody was in there or it was bugged because she is breaking down here. She's just like, Dad, I can't take this. And he's just like, damn, you're in this position. He's just like, nah,
just
get
leave.
out. Just leave.
And then she's like, no, I got to follow this through. I've been here. I'm in too deep. I'm going to go. And he's like, do not go. Don't get on that plane. Like, he's scared for her, you know?
Yeah, and she's just like, nah, I got this, because if I do not go into the plane, he is going to suspect me. So she already knows, because I've been slipping. He at least, I believe, suspects me. And so she goes, shit, I gotta do this. And that is when Harold and Angela head to the plane. We got a little brief scene between Raymond and Harold, which I am going to get on Raymond a little bit because he does have another scene with Angela as well.
Yeah, the three of them went to go see the lawyer. We forgot to mention.
Yes, yeah.
He wasn't too relevant.
Raymond is, he's kind of just
episode,
there. I feel like he's
like
there
the last
to move
episode,
the story on.
In there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This episode, he was, just there.
And basically, from the conversation that Raymond and Angela had, they were at the bar, and basically Raymond says, "Hey, you've been digging dirt on me. I've been digging dirt on you. Can we just call it a truce? Can we just have an actual, real conversation?"
Right.
And it does seem like they have a real-ish conversation. He asked her about something that he heard about, which was a rumor, which was her punching her superior. Yeah, and she does say that yes, she did because
all the freckles.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, you're a little sensitive, but she does give a sentimental
story about
about her mom and all this good stuff, and basically her having to prove herself to a certain degree. And she basically says she got terminated, but Harold stood up for her.
Yeah.
And so I was just interested to know, because I always thought, even though I never said it in these reviews, I always thought that she knew more Harold's children than him. But it seems like than Harold.
Angela knew his children more than he did himself?
Yeah, no, more than him. Like, I know they had a relationship.
More than
yeah. I knew they had a relationship because it looked like a father-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of like, hey, use my best, use my son's best friend or close friend, so I'm looking out for you type of thing. But he put his job on the line. If you gonna fire her, I'm walking. And basically that's how she kept her job. So at this point, Raymond is kind of, puppy love or something. He's just like, don't betray her because she fucking loves you to death. He's just like, don't do her wrong. I'm like, where the fuck do you even get the gall, Raymond?
Angela should get our shout outs, I think.
Yeah, all right. I'll take that.
She's going through some shit right now.
Fucking, goddamn. Now
I say we could go into the flashbacks.
Yeah, because I was actually about to ask you about this because...
Yeah, so basically, one of Hamzat's battalions that was led by his wife, Bueller, was attacked.
Yep.
So basically come back, they show people injured. She's talking about it. John suggests a counterattack. He believes that the enemies... Like the enemies in Afghanistan are being assisted by the Russians, and Hamzat doesn't really want to do it, right?
Yes, he doesn't at first, but man, does John make a case? Yeah. He is just I could be your vengeance. Yeah. Basically, he's like, I could be Batman, bro. He's like,
basically was.
I mean, bro.
We're trying to light that cigarette.
I was just like, holy shit. Now, the scene I want to ask you about, because I forget her name. John's wife, Faraz's wife. I don't
Bueller,
know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's her name?
Yeah.
Bueller? Oh, Bueller?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that was her name.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Bueller. There's this scene where she's with John and she's talking about Faraz's descent into madness. Like, this is the point right now that's about to set him into madness. My TV is dark, so I could barely see what was going on, but I felt that he was letting someone go. Like, I thought he was about to execute or kill someone, and maybe I'm just totally fucking lost here because I couldn't see the scene. But she was just talking about, at this specific point, this is where he could go into madness about what we're about to do, because Hamzat didn't want to retaliate,
right.
and I'm not
mixing the episodes.
No, I'm not mixing. No, I'm definitely not mixing the episodes because I wanted to make sure I had to double check. But I was just like, maybe Ito can explain more of that scene because I don't fucking know. Like, it seemed like she was saying this is like the prequel to him becoming a bad guy right here. We are watching this, and I was just like, I can't see. Like,
Right.
what are we fucking watching?
Maybe it's just just the fact that they were attacked.
Okay.
Because to me, that's what it was. Is they were attacking. They were healing somebody in the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like. Somebody was being helped.
Yeah.
You know,
and even
medically.
Beulah, you saw she was hurt. I wanted to see how she was hurt, but they didn't show, obviously. I would assume.
Maybe that's what I think that's what they're saying. Like,
Okay.
if she would have gotten killed or hurt, then he would have probably just went fucking crazy.
Okay, I was like,
that's what I was kind of getting out of it.
Okay, cool. Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
you know what? Now that I'm having an epiphany, now that we're talking about, maybe it was just because him becoming vengeance and doing all that shit. She was just like, bro, we shouldn't do this. You shouldn't be going over that. But
It's a mixture of all of it. Like, they attacked his wife. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you want me to be your vengeance, and it's like, shit, we'll do this all the time. No.
Yeah.
But he went over there and he snapped.
I mean, my God. Like, man, this was almost, you remember the Northman when he came and invaded? It was like that when the guy opened the door, had the guts hanging out. It wasn't that brutal. But he was getting them. I was just like, oh shit. I mean, John was a beast.
And then he took the last guy,
which ended up being
Pavlovich.
Yeah, which ended up being. So it kind of does make sense of why he wants Popovich, why he thinks Popovich can kind of. I don't think he can influence Hamza, but he can get to him because Hamza ended up releasing him.
Well, yeah, I don't think like to get to him, but like they're enemies.
So why did he fucking release him?
Well, I guess he didn't, because it's one of those things. You kill somebody that's that high in power, they're gonna come back and get your ass.
Man,
so he got his information. He didn't need him anymore, so he released him. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, and I also think because he's still a good guy at that point. He doesn't want to execute people. Now I gotta ask you, do you have anything else? Because I literally checked off everything.
Nope.
All right, cool.
Well, we didn't talk about Zoe snapping at the end.
Yes.
So I know if you want to finish that, I'll go ahead. I know that was your part.
Yes, bro. She went to a level that I didn't expect.
Yes.
And I would talk about her more in detail for episode 5, but it was a bit shocking to me because I understand her position, and I feel like she take this position because her last husband was so shitty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it, but at the same time, I was like, bitch, you think you really this important?
I'm like, right, that shit kind of pissed me off.
It made me so fucking
he's gonna
mad.
Give you money. He's a good fucking guy, and she fucking. I got divorce papers for Mr. and Mrs. Dixon. If I put this out there, they're gonna start investigating.
I mean,
your
she
name
said she
and
won't have. And the
half.
first thing I thought of was that, and I don't by any means, I do not like Drake at all, but I remembered that Drake line from that Kobe. You wasn't in there shooting with me in the gym, like you want half of everything. Like 500, that 500,000 that you was talking about in the car.
And that reminded me of Bill Burr, because he said something like that too. The comedian Bill Burr.
Yeah.
It was like, well, half never hit a layup in her life. You know,
like exactly. like really. Oh, I don't know. I think it was De La Hoya. I just saw this meme 2 days ago. It was like. It couldn't have been De La Hoya. It was someone. It was a famous boxer. That's all I know. But the point is, they split up. His wife took the fucking boxing championships, bro.
Yeah.
She was entitled to like 3 of them.
I'm like, that.
I was like,
fucking bogus. It's one thing, money, but the titles?
I was like, really?
That makes no sense.
And for all intents and purposes, the Carbonation conversation, we love women. I have to put that disclaimer.
There's a difference between women and bitches.
But one can't
some
deny
women like
that
being bitches. That's the fucked up part.
I mean, the system is
fucked
crazy.
Up. Yeah. One thing about the money, even that's a little too much. But when it comes to property and stuff like that, that was a little crazy. That I was like, whoa. But and that's just, to me, that's those certain girls, those certain women acting, fucked up, like, and doing that purpose. Like, they don't want that belt. They just don't want you to have it.
And you know what the result comes from? men cheering motherfuckers like Adele's husband who divorced her and wanted half.
Yeah.
And all the guys were like, you go get your money, bro. Go get it. Like, and the dad was like, you ain't sing with me in the room. He's like, you ain't sing with me in the room. Like, you know what I'm saying? If anything, the ex-husband who she been talking about a whole album should have been making a little
music
bit
about him. Right.
I mean, can you at least give that brother 3%? That's all I'm saying. 3%. But anyways, and sure enough, after she gives him this ultimatum, John asks, because after the phone call with Angela goes, take it. You know all the information to the password. You can move the money. I'm out. So Zoe was once in this power position, and within like a couple of minutes, she's just like, but what's going on? And he's just like, hey, my daughter's in trouble.
This is the next episode.
Oh, that's the next episode? Yep. Okay. I thought
it ends.
Oh, it ends like that. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That was my apologies. I'll take a happy new beer for that. But I enjoyed this episode. I'm enjoying this series, and the only spoiler for me that I'm gonna spoil for you that doesn't have to do with episode 5, and I wouldn't say it's really a spoiler because it's not. FX got the go ahead for season 2.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so they got to go ahead for season 2 in the old man. I thought it was going to be a limited series. I was shocked. I was like,
7 episodes.
Yeah, exactly, especially with that. But yeah, we got to go ahead for season 2, so we're going to be seeing more of the old man in the future. And maybe you'll see me and Ito's face by then. But ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks.
This is Ito.
We are the Carbonation Conversation. Again, don't ever hesitate to hit up MoBeats89 for audio editing and music production. All of that good shit. And if you want to hit him up directly, just add an @gmail.com at the end of it. We have...
You barely touched
Are
your
we going to
beer.
take these restaurants over to episode 5? Because I got some other beer for episode 5, but I'm just like... I can wrap this in foil.
You look a little weak today.
Yeah, right, because bro, that Foster's I killed that shit. But once again, me and Ito are having a good time, but we really need to stress: never drink and drive.
Drink and vibe.
Peace.